Are we live now? Yay! Looks like we're actually live this time. Woo!
Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hills. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hills. That's Joe Hills.
The summer is past, but your days keep growing longer. There's no wind in your sails, but the storm's blowing stronger. Walking hard, standing tall, keeping your head up through it all. Fighting fires, spinning plates. Goodness, how did it get so late? Lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and lay your head down and dream. Lay your head down and just let your mind flow downstream. Sprawled out in a moonbeam. Lay your head down and dream. Joe Hills is filmed before a live streaming audience.
That's us! Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and tonight y'all are my live streaming audience! Welcome, 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 welcome. Howdy, Miss Gold Fox, Pepper Basenji, Unbuckled Spaghetti, That One Guy, Layla, Drew Baca, in the YouTube chat. In the Twitch chat, I see Pudbull, Nee, Piano Guy 422, and then over there in the Discord, there's Lakshmi13. Welcome, Lakshmi13. Welcome. We are setting up the stream now. Okay, so Cub fans' new area is over here. And I am just going through the process of kind of making it easier for it to not look hideous behind Cub. So as Cub is coming into work on this, I don't want this to be an embarrassment, right? That's all we're trying to do today, is avoid just a wee bit of embarrassment. When Cub starts building this in the next week or so, I need to have it not look hideous over here. So here's what we need to do. We need to pull out all of the ice and get this netherrack in. So that way the gravel won't fall through if like a light gets placed somewhere and causes the ice to melt. Pretty simple, straightforward stuff. The 3 S's, as we say. Simple, straightforward stuff. Welcome, Aiden Squires, the Ghosted 10, and Agnes Johnson in the YouTube. Glad y'all could join us. Welcome, Sharf, as well, and No Penguinomics in the Twitch there. Hope y'all are doing well. Everything is, I would say that says, is everything going along well with the move? Well, I haven't gotten the keys yet. So hoping to do that tomorrow. The big problem that we're looking at is it's unclear how cooperative the weather is going to be this weekend. So originally my plan was to buy about 25, 30 boxes, move those, unpack those, bring the empty boxes back here, refill them all. But now that I'm looking at the weather, I'm like, we might not have a good window to move. We might not have multiple good windows to move this stuff. We might need to just pack, rather than packing, unpacking, reboxing, we might just need to pack everything in advance and then move it all as soon as we get that first bit of sunshine. So I went back to the store and picked up another, what do you call them? another 25 boxes, and I've been packing those. So I'm feeling like we're pretty well prepared, but we're going to kind of have the whole thing... The whole thing is going to be very weather dependent, more than I would like. So, yeah. Let's go parking. I'm also a little bit worried about parking for the move, because parking near my building is usually not a problem at all. But I think one of the other people in the apartments has a bunch of family visiting right now, because there's, like, normally I'd be able to park, you know, a rental van or my parents' truck or something relatively close to my front door. But just there's been, like, 5 extra cars for the last, like, 3 days in that area. And it's like, what? Why now all of a sudden? What is going on here? So I'm hoping that they're probably not going to stay. Whoever's visiting probably isn't going to stay long enough for it to be a problem, because I've got about a week of overlap between the two places. So it's just, I was originally hoping, like, let's just get everything done Friday and Saturday, and then we've got the other days as failover days. But now with the weather looking bad, it's like, we're going to need the failover days. But, yeah. I actually haven't checked the weather this morning, because it's been... But last night it was not looking positive for this weekend. Let's see. Chance thunderstorms Friday, chance thunderstorms Saturday, chance thunderstorms Sunday. Yeah, so the thing about chance thunderstorms is we might be able to schedule around them, but we might not. We don't know yet. So we'll have to see how it is when it gets closer. Okay. Thank you for sleeping through the night there. Oh, was this... Oh, this part was the part that was going to be covered with grass anyway. I didn't actually need to do that. That was a mistake. Womp womp. Well, I do need to collect ice anyway. So, that's not entirely a problem. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome, True Lenore and Goofy Red. Glad you could join us. Welcome, Evanetta. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, let's, did I leave shulker boxes with extra blocks and stuff? Okay. We need to figure out where the grassy divider parts are here. That's gonna be one of our priorities. So let's get on that. Let's get on that. Once we figure out where those go, we can just start throwing blocks in with reckless abandon. My favorite kind of abandon. Not the Punky Brewster kind. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. So this is at 690, which we're at. Negative 2110. Okay. So that is going to go a little bit up more here. And then it looks like that's going to go 3. Because it's going to be rounding it around. And then it's going to go diagonal 2. And then it's going to go basically straight down to here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that works. So let's get the grass blocks out now. And we can just fill those in here. I am realizing, even though we needed that ice, we also need this netherrack. Maybe we're going to remine the netherrack. no, let's... 'cause then I'm not gonna have a floor to walk on. Welcome, Piety D. Okay, we are still setting up the stream in that I haven't posted the tipping link yet. Just as a reminder, I'm down here in slot 9 putting the hot in the hot bar. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/Joe Hills and YouTube Super Chat. Oops. Welcome, you little boy. I don't know what that animation thing is, but that's kind of a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that message. That's super distracting. Yeah. No worries, no worries. I'm the only moderator here today, and so yeah, like, trying to read the chat and use the game, it's a little much. JB Yoon says, my first Joe Hill stream. Welcome. Glad you could join it. If you've ever seen my YouTube series, Joe Hills Plays HermitCraft, you might know that this is HermitCraft. You can tell by the sky. That's not the button I intended to press. I intended to press this button. Doc M, False Symmetry, Joe Hills. Oh, I forgot to set my status. Let's set that to streaming and open. Beck, howdy to South Australia. Glad you could join us. Angel K. Kelly says, hey Joe, first stream here today. I'll watch you and Cleo do crafts. Oh, so this is your first HermitCraft stream. Okay, yeah, this is pretty similar, except instead of the camera rotating when we get tips, the camera, what do you call it? Expands when we hit certain tipping milestones. Pepper says, Joe, how's your back doing with all the packing? It's doing okay. I'm trying to pace myself, make sure I'm stretching. You know, they showed me some exercises when I went to that one physical therapy session that I could afford because I couldn't afford the whole course of physical therapy. Yeah. But I'm doing okay. True Lenore says, I always wondered how everyone knew when others are streaming. Yeah, that little status thing. I can see XB and I are both streaming. Okay. I have not played V Rising since the 1.0 update, because the 1.0 update just came out, and I've been super busy. My daughter got into a middle school across town, which is very good. There's a handful of schools in Nashville that are very highly ranked that you have to both qualify academically for and then also lottery into because there's not enough slots. And so I'm very proud of her for getting into that school, but it means us moving across town. So I have not had time to play V Rising. I've been more worried about the move. Okay. Done. Done. So it goes about 3 and then 1, 2. That seems about right, yeah. Not every school district has stuff like this, but Nashville's a pretty big city, so. Dun, 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 dun. YOLO Boy says, can I show how much I've already done? Well, this is what we've done today. It's not a lot. We've done this one island, but we're about to do a second island here. So it'll look better soon. Give me a minute. And I'm not 100% sure that I'm happy with the okay, so there's 4 across here. Starting at, so that's -22. Going to 718.5, so that's 7. What are we making? Right now we're making islands in the middle of the street. But the broader structure we're building, I'll go ahead and post a link in the Twitch and the YouTube chats here, pinning the message. Howdy, Magenta Avocado. Glad you could join us. Pinning the message. Woo. If you click through there, you can see the bigger map and fly around it yourself. We are building the Bell Laboratories Research and Development Campus from Holmdel, New Jersey. So y'all can see a history of the site and learn more about the location in that map there. So it looks like it goes 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. What inspired me to make it? I saw the parking lots and I was like, those are the most interesting parking lots I've ever seen. You could make something really cool if you divided those up into plots and everybody like built a giant maze together or something. And so, and I was like, and there's all these other things around here that could naturally be divided into plots. Basically, I was looking for a place to build something collaborative for the hermits in the mid to late season. And the way that this site is divided up caught my eye. Okay, so let's put the ice in here for now. Free up some inventory space. Actually, and then, oh, we can also free up some inventory space with additional gravel. Hey Man Magic, today we are working on the islands and the roads approaching the eastern side of the Bell Laboratories Research Building, which is going to be Joe's ostensible museum of technology at some point. Last season, I was gonna do a whole thing with with electronics and stuff as like pathing. I was gonna have a kind of a park with a trail full of electronics around my pinball machine, but I just never got the time to execute the idea. So we're giving that another attempt here. We'll see if this season goes better than last season for that. Fingers crossed. Okay, we have plenty of dirt, but we're out of gravel. Okay. I have not gone through all the gravel I've mined yet. And there's like additional gravel hills that are in the way of other parts of this build that are going to have to be terraformed. Piety D, I didn't make I didn't choose a fish puppet. I made a puppet skin, but it's not a fish puppet. Doc M77 built the big hourglass in the shopping district. True Lenore says, I didn't think you'd want to start with something that big. The hourglass in the shopping district? I did not. Doc did. And we all thought he was crazy to do so. Which it turned out he was. Yeah, Man Magic. One of the reasons that we're doing such a large build this season is I wanted to take advantage of the advances in Minecraft technology. Each season, I want to try and do something that, if possible, was impossible before. We don't always have the new season give us those options. But so last season, when the build height got increased, I built a pinball machine from bedrock to build height. And this season, since NVIDIA and Bobby Mod let us go so much broader than we used to be able to go, I'm trying to build something that takes advantage of the longer render distance. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of rockets right now, so I'm not going to fly around. But you can see this is a pretty big area here that we're looking at. Do I farm the frog lights or do I buy them? So Etho has been buying the stone from all the digging I've been doing. Etho runs the stone shop. So I've been wholesale supplying him with stone in exchange for store credit at his frog light shop. Am I worried about the snow? No, I am not. People are like, are you not worried about the snow because you have a plan? No, I do not. I've just chosen not to worry about it. That's a problem for later. The snow is not a today problem. The snow is a tomorrow problem or a future problem. I have enough today problems as it is, so I'm not gonna borrow trouble. So 738, negative 2063. I don't need somebody to sell me string. Corellis has a really good spider farm that I use. So I'm not worried about it if I need string. But I'm not sure I do at this point. We'll figure that out later. Okay. So that's this part done. Now we need to go over here and work out this part. Okay. Okay, so that is 743. Oh, that goes further than I thought it did. 743, negative 2081. That's going to come over 1, 2, 3. Okay. On the map, how many pixels are one block? Well, so that's... I have scaled the map so that the coordinates on the map here... So you see how there's this meter scale on the map? Meters... Right? I have scaled that so that thing is exactly 200 points on the coordinate grid in the what do you call it? In the drawing program, right? So each grid square in the drawing program is 1 meter, but there might be multiple pixels per grid square, and I don't care how many, right? So, like, if I zoom in really close here, I don't know if you can see the grid squares on the, I don't know if they're showing up in OBS. No, I think they're getting filtered out. Even if I expand this, you might be able to see. Yeah, there's multiple pixels per grid square there, but you can kind of see the grid squares. Each grid square there is one block. Does Homedale get snow in the winter? It does. Okay. But yeah, I don't have to care about the pixel ratio because I just look at the coordinate grid, which I've matched to the coordinate grid in Minecraft. So if I find a point on the map here in my drawing program, I basically just scaled the map image and then dragged it and rotated it so that the coordinates would line up with the Minecraft coordinates. And you can do that in basically any drawing program. That's not like this is a special program or anything. But yeah, that shows you guys what I'm zooming in at and looking at the time, right? So it looks like this is going 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's a little bit off here in the long term. But that might just be because it's starting to approach this. And then goes up 3. And then 2. What is that? That is 745, negative 2087. Great, okay. And then from there, it just basically continues with the... whoops. Original slope all the way up to that point there, which is... what is that? 687, negative 2135. Oh, sorry, 2135. Okay, so that would mean that should line up about here. Okay. And of course, we're already starting to have problems. And are we out of frog lights already? Hopefully not, but possibly. Etho hadn't restocked his shop last time I was over there. Whoops. So yeah, then at this point we were just playing out of frog lights, which is okay. It's not great, but... YOLO Boy says, do you have any starter tips for YouTube? Because me and my friends want to make videos for fun. Well, if you're just doing it for fun, then just do it for fun. Like, it's kind of, think about it. If you wanted to get started, like, painting, right? To some degree, you might, like, look at some other people's paintings and stuff, but you wouldn't agonize over trying to launch your painting career perfectly. The best way to learn is just by messing around and making stuff, right? So make a whole bunch of things and don't worry early on about building a huge audience, just because once again, you're making stuff for fun and you'll learn and you'll get better as you practice. So Make sure that your channel name, this is something I realized I forgot to tell somebody the other day. Make sure your channel name, though, doesn't have any copyrighted stuff in it. And same thing kind of for your Minecraft skin. If your Minecraft skin is like Mario, that's going to make trouble for you later. Seth Bling ran into that problem where he's like, oh, I can't change the skin now because everybody knows me as the Minecraft Mario, but I also can't sell plushes, you know. But yeah, also, like, make sure that your channel name doesn't have anything copyrighted in it. Like, if you call yourself the Nintendo Players, Nintendo will eventually come after you. Like, don't call yourself Minecraft Mike or Nintendo Nancy. I can bother Impulse about restocking the frog lights. Okay, he's not online right now, but... Just making sure no mobs are sneaking up on me here. We'll let the grass spread from that block there before we cover it. B says, what's the best place to get large amount of dirt for builds? Locally sourced is the best. Most of this dirt I pulled up from, like, over there. Like, this dirt never had to go through the nether. Right? This is... I removed some mountains when leveling the site. If you find a site that's on average the height you want, then you fill in the gaps with the stuff you remove, right? What do I think about new capes? I think they're a little bit more showy. They're unsafe. They're likely to get caught in elevators, escalators, all sorts of, revolving doors. Hey, welcome, Raystar. Glad you could join us today. Luke Lofgren rolling in with our first tip of the stream for SEK50. That's 50 Swedish kroners or about $5 US. Says, I'm thinking about getting a stick bug because I find the way they pronounce my surname really... I find the way you pronounce my surname really funny, and I'm probably renaming... Oh my gosh. This is our first tip of the stream. I'm not warmed up at reading these yet. Luke Logfriend says, I'm thinking about getting a stick bug because I find the way you pronounce my surname really funny, and I'm probably naming the stick bug Logfriend. Nice. Thank you, Luke. That gets us 15 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Okay. Hey. Bad. Dang it, now all the other zombies over there. Once you hit one zombie, it kind of calls out to all the other ones nearby. Hey, there's a guy over here. Options, music and sounds, hostile creatures. Yep, see, that one's coming from that way now. Morning, Jim. Okay. I'm sunshine, yay! More beef. Well, it's good that Doc's experiencing things. Can I tell Jem the chat says hi? No. I want you to conserve your own energy for leaving nice comments in Jem's streams and videos. Piety D says, is the stream only laggy for me? We are having some drop frames issues. Like, ever since I put in the notice that I'm moving the internet, it feels like it's degraded in quality here, and I don't know why. Okay, so what are our options? We can... Oh, it looks like it's catching back up now. Okay, I think it's caught back up. So the next place we're going to is supposed to have 2 gigabits down, 300 megabits up. Right now we have 300 megabits down and then 30 up. And the reason that it's so much... And it's actually going to be cheaper at the new place for the internet because there's actual competition over there. Where I live now, the apartment complex only has one allowed internet vendor, right? And so if you live somewhere that has no competition for the internet, they just charge you whatever they want, and then they don't have to be very fast either. But the next apartment complex I'm living at, there's 2 options. And so it's like, wow, do you want internet that's... How much faster is 2 gigabits down than 300 megabits? That feels like 6 times faster down. And then 300 up instead of 30 up. That's 10 times faster up. And I'm saving $50 a month. It's crazy. I'm a big fan of competition. Okay, getting a message from Beef here. What is that about? Yeah, I can be free now. Okay, Beef might want to record something real quick. Whoa, why am I getting a new journey with Windows? Why did I get a full screen advertisement for Windows 11 in the middle of my workday? Let's Okay, so Beef wants to meet to do a quick recording. Baseballer says, are the hermits price gouging in the shops due to permits and no competition? Great question. Cool. Flying there now myself. So Beef might get there before us by a little bit. We need to go get more rockets too, I think. But yeah, we were at a breaking point anyway. We were going to have to fly back to our main area to get more gravel. Yeah, that is wildly inappropriate for Windows to be interrupting people's workday to advertise for Windows. I do not approve. My goal is to run a successful enough business that I never have to buy another Windows PC. Whoops. Like this new onboard AI stuff that they're doing does not seem like what you want out of your high-performance video production equipment. Like, basically, when you do the sort of work I do, you want your computer to do as little as possible. Or as little as necessary, right? You want everything just cut down as much as possible. Piano Guy says, what OS would you like to use? Well, I've got it narrowed down. It kind of depends. YOLO Boy says, what is that carpet on the floor at your portal? Oh, that's a map of the area. That's the same map that's pinned above the what we're building link in the Twitch chat. Let's switch to recording mode here. Start recording, just in case we run into Beef on the way over. I'm a big fan of the new ARM processors that Apple's been using. I bought the M1 laptop right when it first came out, and then I've upgraded just this year to an M3 Max laptop. I'm curious to try their desktops. All of my servers run Linux, but I haven't done anything with Linux GUIs or sound stuff since like 2006. Okay, Beef wants the chords. 358/604. It's a pretty big name tag. Bianathan says, you can turn the AI stuff off in your settings. Shifty Pumpkin correctly asserts, right, but for how long? Does it really turn everything off? Yeah. That's the thing, is I don't want to deal with it. Hey, Beef is here.
I found it.
Howdy, Beef. Yeah, I figured you'd find it.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah, wait, I didn't even get to see what it said from up above.
Yeah. Give it a second.
Okay. Whoa. Oh, no.
Oh, that Beef. Not the best at flying.
Laser tag?
Yeah. This is going to be my new name tag / laser tag shop. It's a work in progress, but...
That sounds awesome. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm excited. We needed a big place to play your smaller version of the game. You know, it makes the game look even tinier, you know, to have this huge name tag here. Yeah, we experimented a little bit with okay, you put the dispensers and stuff on the. Putting the stuff on the wall is easier because then you can have your health signs, which was something you didn't
True.
have. But like, I could put Cub 300, right?
Right. That makes sense.
Because
Yeah.
we didn't have the signs last season when we were doing this.
That's true.
And so you
Yeah.
had to have the health cards. But yeah, doing the signs works really well, we found.
Okay.
One thing I figured out was also if you put a piece of glass a little bit above the firework dispenser here, then it stays in frame, so you don't have to constantly look up and
Nice.
down. Or if you're replay modding
Okay.
the board, right? You can show
Right.
the board without and have that kind
Oh,
of
that's
overlay.
smart.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I like that too.
Yeah. So
We might need to take a quick nap.
Yeah, this is not a lit area. 1 second.
Not ideal. Laser
No.
tag will soon be crater tag.
Exactly. Luckily, it's all cheap materials.
Cheap materials. That's my next shop idea.
Yeah.
Cheap materials. Okay, so how fast did the games go?
The games went very fast.
Okay,
like
are we
a
talking like
few minutes.
a minute? Okay.
I will say there were a few things I was pleasantly surprised about. I was worried with only 9 cards, every time you played that same set of cards, you would have an identical outcome. But the randomization actually really does mix things up. In general, we either would end up in a situation where one person won with 4 cards left in their deck, or someone
Okay.
decks out. And
Interesting.
the decking out thing was usually if you played like a TFC with the miner,
Right, yeah.
branch mine where he's drawing extra cards, or I had one deck that I was just experimenting, trying to push the limits while I playtest, where I'm like, okay, I've got a
course.
flint and steel and an ultra rare fishing rod. And
Wow.
so that let me power up my hermit and get stuff going really quickly, but basically that meant I only had a few turns to actually kill the other person. And that person had like a health potion and was able to just barely outlast me.
I was thinking about the decking out thing, and I'm thinking this would also take some more playtesting, but what if we just eliminated that possibility for TCG Go? Like, you can't deck out. Like, once you run out of cards, you just can't draw any more cards, but you can continue to attack.
That's a possibility. I think you would want to playtest that, though, because I like the decking out being a penalty for the flint and steel or the branch mine. Like, that needs to feel
Right.
dangerous in a game this small. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a
yeah.
really great risk-reward element there. But one
Okay.
thing I would say might be an exception to that, if you were looking for a variant without decking out, would be, we had talked about, like, because these rounds are so short, possibly having a queue of hermits or whatever waiting to play,
Oh.
and doing it King of the Hill style, where, let's say Cleo and I are playing, and I defeat Cleo. My hermit stays on the board, and then the next person puts in their 9 cards, and eventually I would deck out and lose, and somebody would replace me and then face whoever was over there. And you could do something where it's like you try and see who can who can get the most kills,
Right.
and you could also possibly do something. One thing that you lose with the TCG Go 1-to-1 gameplay is you don't have I killed a hermit, so I get an extra card. So there is an element there of like, okay, if I defeat you, then I can pick one of your cards off the board to put on my to put in my hand, or to put in my
Oh,
randomizer,
Interesting. That's a good idea.
something like that.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you, a little bit of an advantage, because I don't imagine King of the Hill you'll be able to knock out more than 2, I would think.
It would be hard because unless you were playing a hermit with a healing ability, even if I'm fully powered up, other people are going to be whittling away at me. And
Right.
the hermits with the healing abilities tend to have other things that would, kind of balance that out and possibly let somebody dislodge you anyway. But the big thing is,
Okay.
if you're playing that and you only get a new card to go in your deck every time you kill somebody, you are still going to deck out eventually. So you can't have one
Right.
person just build the perfect build. Right?
Okay. Idea.
Yeah, go.
What if drawing a card at the end of your turn was optional?
Oh,
Huh?
that's
So you got to kind of strategically think about it.
That's interesting. Because the thing is, though, at that point, though, once you knew you had drawn all your cards, you could just say, I'm never going to press the button again, and to show that I've decked out.
True. Yeah, that's
So,
true.
so that's an element there.
I wonder if there's a way. Yeah, I guess it would just have to be the honor system. Like, oh, I drew 9 cards, so I'm out of cards. But it would be an interesting twist if like, especially for King of the Hill, if you're trying to conserve cards so you don't deck out and you just you keep just doing what you can with what you have, and then I mean, I don't imagine you'd still be able to knock out more than 2 hermits because. Does your health carry over or no?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is your health would carry over. So if I beat
health carries
Cleo,
over, yeah.
and I've only got 100 health
right.
left, right? So, it's like, okay, that's... The next person is still going to have to power up their hermit before they can
That's
attack and
true.
stuff. So I might get a few clean hits in, but they only got to get me down 100, and I got to get them down 250, right?
Right. Okay.
So
Okay.
there is an
Interesting.
element there. The other thing I was thinking about with the King of the Hill thing is that would be good for rapid fire games at conventions and stuff, like at PAX. Because one of the things I noticed at PAX is, like, if I sit down to play TCG with people, a game can run 20, 30 minutes, which is a lot of fun.
Right.
But if there's a lot of people that want to play, that way everybody kind of gets a chance. I could say, okay,
That's true.
we're going to play kind of King of the Hill style, except I'm not going to be allowed to get knocked out. Or
Right.
like, if I get knocked out, I have to switch to my next deck, and maybe you get like a magnet that says I beat Joe Hills,
Or you
whatever.
just reset your health. That'd be helpful too if you just reset your health every time.
Yeah, or something. But I think there needs to be a variant though, where like a large number of fans can roll through and challenge us at events.
Yeah.
And
That'd be awesome.
because the TCG Go has upsides and downsides. One of the downsides is a lot of the existing cards are just flat out not going to work in the format. Anything about going AFK or moving things up and down the board now is invalidated. The upside is a lot more people can play with the same number of cards. So if you have a family with a lot of kids, you don't have to buy a whole bunch of full decks for them to play something. They might not be playing the full game, but they're playing something, and so, the idea is to... we could have more people experiencing some part of the game, at least, I think, is the upshot. And we need to explore how to embrace that as fully as possible.
Definitely. Okay. Yeah. Okay, lots to think about. Awesome. Okay, playtesting round 1. Thank you so much for doing that. There will be probably a playtesting round 2.
I hope
and maybe
so.
even a 3, 4, 5, and much more after that. But for now, I think it's a pretty good basis point, don't you think?
Yeah, I think where you are at is a strong starting point. And I would recommend, though, the more hermits you get to play test it, the better. So
Right.
yeah, this is designed to be quick to set up and break down. Oh, one of the other things we did that was kind of fun was when we were designing our decks, we kind of went through and said, oh, let's kind of make some of these decks theme decks. Like, so if I'm going to play as Princess Gem, what cards, what effect cards thematically make sense for Gem? Like PvP swords would make sense, or whatever. And what other things make it feel like, okay, I'm really building this whole deck around the one hermit in a way that you get to kind of role play and goof around. And so I think that's going to work better in the videos too, if the hermits are like emotionally invested in creating these themed experiences. Like playing as Dwarf Impulse. It's like, okay, well, I might have Lava Bucket, for my forge. And I was going to put in the anvil, but the anvil doesn't really work well in the single level thing, but that's a dwarf type of theme, an axe, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So when you do your playtest, maybe inviting the people down to the basement and saying, okay, pick a hermit and then try to theme your deck around that. Here's 10 maps, clone them things you want for the playtest. That really worked well for us.
That's pretty interesting. And something that came to mind, I thought immediately of like, oh, BOO and his theme would be like a bed. If you think about it, the bed would be useless in just TCG Go head-to-head. But in King of the Hill, that bed might actually be pretty interesting because you can reset your health. You waste a couple moves, sure, but the other person's only powering up their hermit at that point.
Yeah,
Interesting to think about.
Yeah,
Okay.
B-dubs with the bed, the clock. I don't know if you have any
Yeah.
mossy items, but there's something you could do there. Build a whole B-dubs theme experience.
I gotta add some mossy items. No, stay
Yeah.
away from building more cards. I can't do more cards this season. I already have to make Skiz 4 cards and Joel 4 cards. So
Whoa, really? Because I guess what you
Yeah,
got
because-
rare.
the rare, the common, the rare,
the
and
rare.
then the alter ego common and rare for each.
Wait, does that mean I'm getting a second alter ego card too? Because
Oh, sorry. No, you're right. You're right. There's only you're right. I misquoted. I mean, if I could, I would, Joe.
Yeah.
But
No,
that's
because
a
I
lot
love
of
the Beetlejuice card, but if you were like
It's common,
making
yeah.
a rare one too, let me know if you
I
need
know.
theme ideas.
I will. I will. Thanks for testing, Joe. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I'm happy to help, Beef.
And this is like the official testing area on your name tag here.
Well, I mean, this is just something we threw down. We can rip this up and move it.
It's gonna have to move eventually when you have the laser name tag going.
Well, that was actually one of the things that we realized we did poorly this session. And for the next playtest, if we did another playtest stream, what we should do is we should rip up all of this and move it to a different site every game. Or not every
Right.
game, but like what we were doing was we would make a deck, have 3 or 4 people play with their 3 or 4 people each make their decks that we all play. Then we go back to the basement and we all make a new deck, right? Every time we go back to the basement, we should have ripped this up and then set it up somewhere new to show the portable nature
Right.
of it, which we didn't
Yeah.
do. I just kind of left this here for now because I figured you might want to see how we had it set up.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's meant to be played anywhere, really. So like on the floor, wherever. But then the name tags obviously would have to, or sorry,
Yeah,
not the name
signs.
tags. So the signs would have to just kind of be up instead of on the ground.
Yeah, and for people who are using replay mod to like show this with overlays and stuff, I feel like on the wall is easier than on the ground, especially with the firework being able to overlay directly in front of the cards.
What'd be cool is if I can also like, well, I have to get a permit for this, obviously. But if I can sell some like play mats, quote unquote, or play walls, so like fancy terracotta and stuff you can buy, and it'll be nice, cool. And you just gotta set it up before every game. I guess that would add a little bit of length to the whole TCG Go experience, but it might be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So you're saying like pixel art designs or whatever?
Exactly, but you'd have to build it before every match. Oh, I think I'm gonna go sleep again.
Yeah, that might be wise. This is not the safest area.
Oh, I think there's a skeleton right there. Okay, I'm good. Oh, he missed me. I saw the
I
the
got
arrow
him.
go right over my head. Okay. Oh, no, this is not where I wanted to go.
I
There we
believe
go.
in you.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, yeah, lots to think about. Really interesting. I'm glad that it's feasible. I was a little worried it would be like way too fast or there'd be a lot of decking out or something, but it sounds like it, for the most part, went pretty well.
I'm going to be honest. I was a little worried too because I love the base game so much that when you start really going this far tweaking it, it creates a little bit of anxiety. Like, I don't know, but
Right, yeah.
Actually getting in there and playing it, like I said, I feel like the fact that it's so short creates opportunities to chain the matches in interesting ways in terms of not just King of the Hill, but also bracketed tournaments where we're just like, go, go, go. As long as you keep the tempo up, I think it's going to work well. But if it's constantly stop and go, because the games are so short, having a big delay between multiple games is more noticeable, if that makes any sense.
Right.
The downtime,
Right,
you
yeah.
feel it more. And so you really need to be like, okay, guys, these 2 people are playing now, and then these 2 people are on deck or whatever. Like, have your decks ready. Let's go. And just, especially for streams, keeping that tempo. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Have yourself a fantastic day. Enjoy your giant name tag, and I hope this thing is up and running soon because just the name sounds fun.
Thank you. Yeah. It'll probably
right.
be a couple months. I'm about to move this week, but yeah. Already.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
New studio,
Yeah,
new
moving's
home,
always
everything.
fun.
Yeah. It's
Well,
gonna
that
be-
sounds fun, actually.
Yeah, it's good. My kid got into a good school, and so we're moving to be closer to that. So it's a good reason to move. I'm excited.
Absolutely. Yes. Awesome. Thanks, Joe.
Alrighty, catch you later, Beef. Bye.
Have a good one.
Alrighty, so we got some tips rolling in during that beef segment. Let's go ahead and stop the recording and turn the camera back on. Thank you very much to Jessica Wright, who tips 10, who says, we have TCG at home and enjoy playing it so much. Awesome to see TCG in Season 10. Appreciate it, Jessica Wright. Mantigag says, don't forget Alt B Dubs plus Fortune. That was in our written notes to Beef, but I didn't think it was worth mentioning for what he needs for his episode. Was more like general impressions. But yeah, no, that's we have a whole file full of a bunch of nitpicky stuff for him, like in terms of like specific card combos and stuff. We got a tip rolling in from Shifty Pumpkin for 15, who says tips for tips. That gets us 10 past our first face camera expansion milestone. Wait, why am I already over here? Oh yeah, that was the wrong overlay. There we go. So please direct your attention to slot 9. So I'm putting the hot in the hot bar, so I can say howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanded as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. D D D D D D D D D D D. Manatee says, okay, good. That combo's a bit broken. Yeah. So the thing is, Beef's response to that, Manatee Gag, you might find this interesting. Beef's response to that was that it only is automatic heads on all necessary rolls. All unnecessary rolls, the push your luck element, you would still have to flip. So the actual rules as written basically has a necessary versus unnecessary distinction. And so we need to clarify that in errata rather than banning the combo entirely. What the heck is that big yellow sphere? I don't know. I don't see a big yellow sphere, just a red one. Big yellow sphere. Big yellow sphere. Dee 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 dee. Okay, so somebody asked about the carpet. Who was that who asked about the carpet? We were near the world border, yes. So this carpet is just the map of the area at 1/8 scale, which shows... So this way the portals will go where they end up in relation to the actual stuff. So, for example, if we take this portal would take us out near this parking lot and these two pools. Which, unfortunately, we don't have these pools or this parking lot built yet. But we will. And that's the plan, anyway. So right now, this portal is just up here. We need to mine all this out. Okay. So let's see where we are at on everything. We need to get gravel from... Well, we could just shovel some, actually, since we need it anyway. But I was going to say, I think we left gravel in the... I think we have a bunch of pre-shoveled gravel down in this one. Alrighty, good night from Australia, Watermelon Lord. Let's see, stone. A lot of stone. There it was. Gravel. Okay. We'll grab some more gravel out of there. Light gray wool. Okay, let's grab some of the dirt back out. Not all of it. Whoops. Then we'll grab that and we'll be on our way back over this way. Okay. Matt Kimball says, Joe, there's a good chance by the end of the season you will have taken most damage of any hermit just due to your rockets alone. It would be interesting to see the damage taken versus deaths ratio. Damage absorbed, damage blocked by shield, damage dealt, damage taken, 20,566. Yeah. Interactions with Loom, 0. Music displayed, 0. Plants potted, 0. Raids triggered, 0. Player kills, 0. Raids 1, 0. Shulker boxes cleaned. What does shulker boxes cleaned mean? I'm not sure what shulker boxes cleaned indicates. Remove the die. How do you remove the die from shulker boxes? Dip them in cauldrons? Really? I had no idea. Oh. Just as a reminder, if anybody enjoyed that little interaction with Beef, the reason that I'm able to be here at home to record with the other hermits is because y'all support the show via tips. YouTube ad revenue doesn't even cover my monthly health insurance bills. It is y'all on Patreon and PayPal and YouTube Super Chat who make it possible for me to be around here to hang out with the other hermits and get these segments recorded. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. We are currently 10 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Okay. Also, some people were asking about the setting up stream now sign. So here we go.
$8:30 p.m. the usual streaming setup. Turn on the lights, make sure they're bright and gleam. Title, tweet, pour water, tank top, and chroma. OBS seems all set, so I click start the stream, and so I'll pause, fold in, and open VLC. I'll pick 2 songs before, lay your head down and dream. I'll say that's us to y'all, Joe Hills from Tennessee. Folks asking when will my stream begin? After howdy, it's items and chest tools breaking. Pick a swim proof while talking to you professional Minecrafter here, there's no mistaking. So I'll click crafting quick and real time and champ pick, then I'll replace the books in a random chest with care. I'll tour my winery, I'm sure there's blocks somewhere, and then I'll hush and hush and hush and hush chaps where not any closer to recording. Folks keep asking and asking and asking and asking, when will my stream begin? Seriously, y'all, I need to record this next episode I've been working toward. I can't edit without footage, no. Once I'm all geared up, maybe we can start the show.
Maybe we can start the show. Let's take down that setting up now sign. Do 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 do. Pop. Alrighty. So we are hanging out here on a beautiful Thursday morning. I gotta say, one thing I am really glad about is that the move-in date for the apartment, like the new apartment, is the earliest possible one. Like, they wouldn't let me get the keys today because if I had chosen Saturday right when all these, or Friday right when all these storms are about to hit, instead of being forced to take those dates, right, I would be feeling really mad. I'd be like, what? It's beautiful today. I should have gotten the keys today. But it's like, well, you know what? They wouldn't let me get the keys today. This was too early. They were still doing stuff, they said. So, yeah, I'm still going to be living in Nashville, just moving across town because my kid got into a new school, and it's a lot easier to get over there. Nashville has famously bad rush hour traffic, so getting across town in the morning is a nightmare that you don't want. These are troubles you do not need. iLog says, was that a new version of When Will My Stream Begin? That was a different version. It's not new. That's the Out Scott Country version. Dun, da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. La, da, 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 da. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Yeah, we are running low on food too, it looks like. We're always running low on food. Where did I put the berries away, or did we actually run out? We might have actually run out. Yeah, we're out. Dang it. Okay. So, I'm not sure how long that effect is going to last. 20 seconds. Ugh. Just got to be extra careful not to place blocks or jump around, do anything that makes us hungry again. Sveta writes, speaking of that, I love that you have musical songs and riffs for that kind of stuff. Makes me smile every time. I'm so glad you enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with that stuff too. It brightens my day. Chara says, hey Joe, what you doing? Well, if you look at the What We're Building link pinned at the top of the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat there, you'll be able to see a map or a survey of what we're building, which is the Bell Laboratories Research and Development Campus from Holmdel, New Jersey. 1/6 of the parking of that is going to be turned into a labyrinth by CubFan, and we're going to have other people have opportunities to claim labyrinth zones if they would like. Wonderland says, I drive through Nashville when I go to northern Alabama. I try to leave by 7 a.m., so I'm driving through Nashville between breakfast and lunch, but I still get caught up in traffic outside Nashville. Yeah. Even if you miss rush hour proper, there's traffic all the time. It is not ideal. Okay. So I feel like this is going to give us let's go up here so we can see how this looks around Doc's thing. Okay. Not Doc's thing, Cub's thing. Okay, so this is definitely looking more demarcated than it was. Which is good. Okay. So we're gonna want to get the we're out of frog lights. I forgot to check Ethos shop while we were over there talking to Beef. That was part of the reason to go over there. Was to talk to Beef, but the other part was to get the frog lights in, or get more frog lights. Okay. Well, in the very least, we can put in some dirt and gravel over there. Beanathan says, why did you choose Bell Laboratories specifically? I looked at the parking lots of this building, and I was like, those are the most inspiring parking lots I've ever seen. I've never seen visually inspiring parking lots before, which is an architectural landscaping oddity. And I saw those parking lots. I was like, you could turn those parking lots into like a giant hedge maze or something. And I was like, well, or the Hermits could turn those parking lots into a giant hedge maze. I could open this up for other Hermits to build stuff. So, like, Cub is going to be building one of the parts of the labyrinth. And then we're going to see if other people want segments, too. Hopefully they will. If not, then that's okay. But it'd be cool if we had a bunch of labyrinth segments. Okay. So, looking at this. 2 places we can immediately make improvements. We can start putting gravel in right here and have this improved. One thing I try to do with this build is if I already have blocks in my inventory, I try to go find a place to put them. Not to store them, but like, okay, I've got some dirt and gravel. In my inventory? Where's the best place I can put the dirt and gravel? So we maintain our momentum on just getting things done here, rather than waffling about what to do next. What to do next is whatever we have the tools to do at the time. Okay, so there's that, and then we get the gravel out, and we can just... Oh, it's about to be nighttime, so we might want to go lay our heads down and dream too real quick. Welcome, Jatensen YouTube. Jatenkson? Welcome, Kino, and YouTube as well. Placing all the blocks. Gravel's made up of composite rocks. They're aggregated, not aggravating, like sand, which is rough and gets everywhere. Okay. So that's progress on that. Probably want to go get some berries. Jitengson, I cannot test your Minecraft server. I'm doing a show. But you can test your Minecraft server. I believe in you. Okay, so we need to go to where the berries are so we don't starve or die of hunger. Okay. Hey, Musclebop. The terraforming is going well. We were just doing some detail work around the area that Cub is going to be using. Dang it. I was doing such a good job of avoiding the damage. We should say hi to Ren. Howdy, Ren. Nom 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 nom. Can you change the F5 distance? Well, not technically. This isn't F5. This is a separate camera utils mod by Henkelmax. It's the same mod that lets me come over here and be like, I'm gonna eat the berries now. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. But yeah, it's also, this mod by default doesn't let you come out this far. I messed with it so that way I could show the rockets better when I was flying. That was a Joe Hill's tweak. Not a base game tweak. Kino, please stop yelling in all caps. I'm gonna real quickly take care of that. What is all this stuff doing over here? This is where my redstone box went. Gravel, berries, Skiz head. Okay. I was gonna check if we left any. There's just blocks on the ground. These chunks have not been loaded for a while. I was gonna check if there was any gravel over here, but probably not. Oh, you know what I should do, though, is I should consolidate more of the granite for pearl while I'm out anyway. Oh, there's the gravel. Okay. Let's climb up here real quick. So we can use the thing here to pack the ice better. Okay, ice. And then, so we'll put the dirt away in here for real quick. Okay. So let's grab this gravel. Ooh, and we had more redstone or netherrack. Yeah. We're gonna grab that netherrack and put it in here. Wait. 64 verdant frog lights, grabbing those. Definitely need those. Oh, and some more granite for pearl. Okay, wait, which one? There, I feel like one of these just had granite in it. There we go. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep one of these out. And then I feel like there might have been granite back this way too. This is not necessarily what we're supposed to be working on right now, but thingamabob, I did find a new place to move to. Thank you for asking. Okay, stone, empty shulkers. Okay, so we didn't have any granite or gravel left over here. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we're going to use the stuff we just grabbed in order to go finish the thing over there. Howdy, Melody Rainpod. Yep, Hermit Homedale is indeed going well. It's a work in progress, but I'm pretty happy with the progress. Bear818 raiding with a party of 3. I hope you had a great stream, Bear. My name is Joe Hills. I'm down here in the lower left. What'd y'all get up to today? Flying, flying, flying in Minecraft. Flying, flying, flying in Minecraft. Ta-da. Yep, super zoomed out third person. It shows the rockets better because I use explosive rockets because they look awesome. A bit of this, a bit of that, not really sticking to a plan. That's fair. I am not the best at sticking to a plan either. Okay. So, I feel like this is good here. We are going to need... So, we're not going to get the granite out at this point. We're going to get the dirt... Oh, yeah, netherrack out. Netherrack. Superstar. La da 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 da. It's kind of slow going getting the outline in with the netherrack here, but once you get this in, everything else gets a lot easier after. Okay, so we're gonna want to bring that around here. Okay, let me come in here like so. Whoops. Thanks, Ren. Welcome, Soup Life, in the YouTube chat. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, Loop Drag. Glad you could join us. Whoops. No. Probably jump in and grab some of this ice down here. Gonna need that for later anyway. Yep, that's looking good. La da 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 da. Okay. Okay. Getting a lot done. It's not the same as getting everything done. But it's a start. I don't have a clear idea of exactly how I want to do this, so I'm kind of just playing it by ear a little. But like there's no clear divider for like where this would end going into the next lot here. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I think it's okay. Sorry, Skizhead. Now it's on me. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Yeah, this is looking good. Looking good. Okay, so the grass will spread. Yeah, so we got basically all of this done this morning, which is not bad. And because we were able to grab some more gravel, we can actually keep working on the road over there. But I think first we need to get more berries, if berries have been growing, which they probably have not been, since we have been not near the berry growing area. Might be a good time to do some inventory management stuff just to let the berries grow. Ooh, 2 berries. Yay. Ooh, gravel. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to grab the gravel. Do I have an ender chest in this one? Oh, I do. Okay, let's put some of the stuff away that we need to put away anyway, like the skiz head. Where's my player head box? Yeah, so mob heads would technically include big salmon, probably. So there we go, putting that away. Okay, we got plenty of gravel here. I think we want to start putting that gravel into here. So we have it. Bone blocks we could use to make more berries sooner. I feel like we should put those in something. What even is this chest here? Okay, a bunch of random stuff apparently. Diamond chestplate, lime glass, challenge. Okay, well, whatever. Dang it. Taking a lot of damage that I'm going to have to heal by eating. I wonder if there's a berries eaten statistic. Item times used. Berries, 35-31. I have eaten more berries than any other food on the server. I have thrown 2,300 eggs and eaten 1,700 bread. Used the trident 1,700 times. Thrown 1,200 ender pearls. Wow. That's a lot of effort over time. If you enjoy the show, tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. I think we're about to wrap up for the morning because I'm kind of at a good stopping point in that. Oh, I still need to record that voiceover stuff. Yeah, we got the stuff we need to do over here done. But, yeah, did not record that voiceover stuff. Which, honestly, I still don't know. I don't have a good script written, so it might not be a good time for that anyway. What was I going to say? It was like, do I have my phone? I had written a rough outline for the script. What? Why did this not... We got a tip rolling in from Trevor for 50. Sorry for not catching that. That came in a little while ago, but the alert didn't pop up. Sorry about that, Trevor. Thank you so much, Trevor, for your patience. Let's get that on the board here. Wow, okay. I am really appreciative of your patience and your generosity. That is going to get us 3 face camera expansion milestones. So here we go. Expand Joe. Do. Numero dos, even larger Joe. Da 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 da. Numero tres, even larger face. Dee 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 dee. So thank you very much, Trevor. And then we got another 5 rolling in from Benjamin, who says, thanks for the show, Joe. Thank you, Benjamin, for supporting the arts and my work in particular. Let's see. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get this in here. Making the progress. Making the progress. You know, when Cub Fam flies over here, we want this to look good, right? Okay. Yeah, so this juncture looks all right. Okay, so we definitely have the borders around Cub Fan's area more clearly defined. That was the primary goal. That was the primary goal of this bit. What we don't have sorted is, oh, we still need to figure out this angle here, which I might not have enough verdant frog lights to completely knock out, but I've got some of them, and that's a start. Okay, yeah, let's figure out where this is on the map real quick while we let those last minute tips roll in. Okay. $761 is apparently where this is gonna come back to here. Okay, yep. And that's gonna come over like that. And that's going to sweep out and around that way. Yeah, basically like that. So that's 754. Okay. Then that's going to sweep up like so along that slope there to 746, 1882. Okay, and that's going to start getting a lot steeper up through here. 742, 1885. Okay. And we can just grab a lot of this in. Welcome, Chilla Moon. Glad you could join us. Let me make sure that we're not missing any other tip alerts. Sorry again to Trevor. Thank you for your patience. That took a minute for me to see because everything here is unorganized with the move, and I had something blocking the part of my window that was supposed to show that. Okay. Let's go. We've only got 8 verdant frog lights left, so that's not optimal. But we can see that this is definitely going to wrap around like so. Okay, so this is 736, 1910. Yeah, and that's going to go like that until we hit 734. Okay. And it's going to start kind of creaking down a little bit here. I'm going to get down here to 732, 1903. And then that's that for those. Okay. Okay. So, filling in these here. Okay. We can go ahead and pull these wool blocks out now. Ooh. Those were very patriotic, red, white, and blue, apparently. Pull that one out. Whoops. Okay, this is coming together. That tree up there is a problem, but not an imminent one. Hey, we got a tip rolling in from Gabriella. Thank you, Gabrielle, for tipping 10. That's gonna get us 5 away from our next face camera expansion. Okay. I think we want to go up high so we can appreciate how this extra work we've done is coming together. Yeah, so Cub Fans area seems more clearly marked now than it was. Ooh, we should actually pull... You know, there's no reason not to clear this bit out, actually, as well, now that I'm looking at it. have a bed there? No, not on that one, of course. Dang it. Somebody else slept. Okay. Thinking this through. So, if we are going to have to clear that out at some point. So to some degree, that makes sense to clear out sooner than later. Morning, Daniel J. McGrill. We are wrapping up soon. We've already done last call for tips. We're just kind of winding down at the end of the stream here. Trying to get a sense of what to do next. I think what I want to do is first I want to pull out this random dirt or stone here. Like, let's replace that with grass, right? Of course, we don't have a beacon here. Okay. A lot of rabbits over here. I'm hopping too. And then if we come over this way, we just pull this whole thing down here. This thing doesn't belong. There's still 3 stone left. What? We've come too far. We're pulling this thing down. We're here. We're doing it. All of this stuff immediately around Cubfan's area is the top priority for improvement. And this is immediately around Cubfan's area. Gotta remember to breathe when I start doing these big, intense, churning through stone segments. Okay. Okay, so let's put down this one. Just put some stone in there real quick. Just to free that up. I still need to figure out where the post office is going to go over here. It's a whole thing. So much stuff to do. Apparently, I didn't bother putting down a stone chest here. It did not seem important to me. Oh wait, I've got chests in my inventory. So we can fix that now. Yay. Welcome, Klumely. Just so you know, we are winding down the stream. We've already done last call for tips. I'm just trying to get one last gasp of productivity out before I go back to moving boxes, packing boxes, that sort of thing. I'm wary of removing too much more inside the building here because I'm not sure. Velocity. I knew there was a joke there and Impulse got there before I did. I was like, there's some sort of Gemini Tay bow and arrow mashup. Joke that we just haven't gotten to yet this season. And there it was. And we're out of food. Womp womp. Da 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 da. And out of food again. Unbelievable. I mean, I believe it, but, you know, other people might not. So slow. Tired walking. Okay, we're gonna put that away there. Put that away up in the sky. Okay, I think we should probably go lay our heads down and dream on top of the berry patch. So that way, those have a chance to regrow. Okay. So, hard refresh on the last call for tips. Looks like nothing else has come in, which is fine. Thank you again to everybody who tipped. Thank you again especially to Trevor for your patience with me not catching that alert for 20 minutes. My bad. I do feel not great about that. That's it's just everything's been so hectic around here. Everything is weird and not in the right places, and yeah, my brain is not 100% focused. It looks like our pal False Symmetry is streaming, so we're gonna raid False. When you get over there, our raid message is, howdy y'all, Joe Hills raid here. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. And I gotta click the thing now.